Welcome to Weird Historian. These old photos capture real moments from the past, strange, powerful, and often forgotten pieces of history that still speak to us today. 9-year-old Eunice Winstead Johns and her husband Charlie Johns, aged 22, at their home in Tennessee, United States, 1937. A baby in Oudtshoorn, Cape Province in South Africa, sitting in a pile of ostrich eggs with the ostrich standing behind, April 1939. A boy pouring a bucket of coal into a stove to warm the classroom, Claiborne County, Tennessee, 1940. A female logger working at a sawmill in New Hampshire, 1945. A Maori woman with traditional Moko tattoos, New Zealand, 1905. A powerful photo showing a priest holding a dying soldier while bullets are fired around them, Venezuela, 1962. A starving child in Manila clings to a box of US Army rations, February 1945. A very touching photo of boy helping amputee friend injured in war, in Naples, Italy, 1945. A young kid shooting up heroin in the Bronx, 1970s. Albert Einstein holding an Albert Einstein puppet. Annie Oakley teaching women to shoot. Annie Oakley wanted to open the world of sharpshooting to women everywhere and regularly taught other women how to handle a gun. Here she is hosting a lesson in 1918. Apache Scouts and Soldiers in Arizona, 1885. Bernie Sanders being arrested in 1963 during a protest against the Willis wagons. Bruce Lee being taught martial arts in the 1950s. Candidate for Congress John F. Kennedy relaxes in a room at the Bellevue Hotel in Boston, September 1946. Coming to work on the Oregon Trunk Bridge, Crooked River, 1905. Cowboy barbershop at the Circle Roundup camp outside a tent on the range south of Glasgow in Valley County, Montana, 1906. Crowd stands on early tower foundations during construction of the Brooklyn Bridge in New York City, September 1872. Dallas County Sheriff James Clark in 1965 using a cattle prod to threaten black demonstrators for voting rights. Dina Sanichar, widely believed to be raised by wolves. He was born in India and was found by hunters in 1872. They found him hunting alongside wolves and noted that he was walking on all 4 limbs. Don't remember wearing the cap, but do remember having to sit in the corner and then writing the same thing 100 times on the blackboard. Donald Trump introducing his children Eric and Ivanka to Jeffrey Epstein at the Harley-Davidson Cafe in New York City, October 1993. Eisenhower giving a speech to veterans in 1952, and discussing those who died under his command on D-Day. Female gold prospector pulling a sled loaded with provisions through the muddy streets of Skagway, Alaska, 1898. French woman accused of sleeping with Germans during the occupation has her head shaved by vindictive neighbors in a village near Marseille. German citizens forced to view concentration camp victims, 1945. Hester Street on the Lower East Side of New York City, 1903. Howard Hughes test flying a radio-controlled scale model of the Spruce Goose in California, 1947. Humphrey Bogart having rubber leeches applied to his chest for the filming of The African Queen, 1951. Intrepid Alaska gold prospector and his faithful friend, 1900. Japanese soldiers using members of the British Indian Army from the Sikh Regiment as target practice, 1942. Jim Henson helping an old lady cross the street in 1982. John F. Kennedy lived with his sister Eunice for 3 years during his time as a congressman in the late 1940s. John F. Kennedy shaking hands with a one-armed coal miner during his presidential campaign, April 1960. Johnny Cash waiting to perform inside Folsom Prison, 1968. Kentucky family undertaking spinning activities on the porch of their Appalachian Mountain home, probably late 19th century. Kids playing on a fire escape and jumping on old mattresses in New York City's Lower East Side, 1979. Legendary African-American ranch cowboy Bill Pickett, Oklahoma. Making sorghum syrup in Caswell County, North Carolina, 1940. Mescalero Apaches at the Ruidoso store in Ruidoso, New Mexico, 1888. Miners 850 feet deep in the Hubert Mine, Nevadaville, 1895. Mountain Eagle and his family making Native American handicrafts while his son plays violin in their tenement at 6 Beach Street, New York City, 1895. Native American men in traditional dress riding in an automobile, 1905. Ojibwe family outside of their teepee in a village near Grand Marais, Minnesota, 1900. Older couple resting on their porch at the end of a workday on a Tennessee plantation, 1930. Pepsi factory, Baltimore, 1956. Portable sweatbox, 1942. Portrait of a fireman from the Perseverance Hose Company, Philadelphia, 1850. President Bill Clinton photographed with a very excited White House intern, 1996. Princess Yvonne and Prince Alexander of Sayn-Wittgenstein-Sayn, Germany, enjoy some midday activities, 1955. Rag collectors of New York City, 1896. Sac and Fox tribal members in front of a bark-covered lodge house somewhere in Kansas, 1870. Santa visits the children of London's Aid and Adoption Society, 1938. The Chrisman Grocery Store in Chrisman, Colorado, 1890. The first known person with Alzheimer's disease, August Data, at a mental hospital in Frankfurt, Germany, 1901. The nicely turned out Belton, Texas Fire Department in 1903. There weren't many women in Montana in the 1880s, so the cowboys would have to dance with each other. This native fisherman in Nome, Alaska, photographed around 1900, wears a waterproof raincoat crafted from animal intestines. Tonka Toys Manufacturing Plant, Minneapolis, Minnesota, 1965. Two captured men bound and hanged upside down in a prison courtyard, early 20th century. Surrounded by guards, the moment captures the grim reality of wartime punishment. Yellow Magpie, Arapaho Man, Indian Congress, 1898.